What's up YouTube, TripleCap here, and if you saw my last video you saw that I ended pretty badly with a crash. That crash ripped off my antenna, and I did not have a replacement antenna at home like I hoped, but I did have an extra receiver. I was using the FreshSky XM little micro receiver. Now I've got on here the XR6 or the X6R or something like that. The only place I could find the replacement antenna was Banggood, and obviously they take forever to get here because they're shipping from China, and the expected date is like May 5th or May 9th or something like that. Well, I'm not waiting that long to fly, so I hooked up this receiver and we're gonna see how it goes. Alrighty, let's get to it. Whoops. Well, I didn't expect that little bitty crash to do so much damage, which it didn't really do damage, but it knocked a few things loose. Number one, the receiver I just put on there, which by the way, is this guy right here, FreshSky X6R. It knocked it out of its case. This is it right here. It's like my regular receiver is about the size of this small board right here. It's actually smaller than that one. It also knocked one of these antennas, which luckily the antenna stayed connected to the zip tie. I just got to reconnect it, run the wire back through the heat shrink, and we'll be good to go. But I did not expect all of this from that little bitty tiny brush with a limb. So we're gonna get it fixed up and we'll get it back in the air shortly. So stay tuned. We'll be back in 3, 2, 1. And we're back. That didn't take too long, did it? All right, I think we're all set up here. So just so y'all can see, this is how I've got it set up. Big giant receiver up here, wires going through there, connected down through yonder, all held together with it's basically just tied on there with zip ties and hanging on. The crash, I'm assuming when I hit the limbs, it probably knocked one of these wires, grabbed them, and when it came loose, it just pulled everything loose. So there's not much holding it on really, other than a little kind of a loose zip tie, and it's wedged in there with my camera. My camera will sit right in here. Everything else is just kind of wedged in there. So we're gonna put the camera in the case and try this again. Hopefully, as long as I don't crash or run into any limbs, I should be okay. So we'll see what happens. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap. It looks like I can still fly. My new receiver antenna, the one that actually is made for this quad, will be here hopefully within a month's time. Till then, I can use this. The good thing about this hobby is you end up breaking so many things and ordering so many different parts. Sometimes you'll have a little extras that you can use if something goes wrong. So that came in handy today. I don't have to wait a month to fly. So I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. I'm gonna go home, make a video. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me on my journey of FPV. I know I don't post the most amazing flight footage, but you know, this is just my journey and I do this for me. So I appreciate you watching if you are, and like and subscribe. Caps out.